North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Matthews. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's talk for a second about NC State. It's the conference finale today. Win this one, extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, often
we've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was... The previous play will be overturned. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. From the gun, running back gets the give. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. Wants to go up top. He's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Trying to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Trying to barge their way in. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
Looking to throw, it's Matthews. Fires into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off.
Rain games are so annoying for an offense when you want to throw the football and it's coming down and you can't grip it. But I just remember back in Little League football, rain practices were the best, weren't they? You just run and dive as hard as you can into the puck.
He's loose down the middle. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Panthers in the hurry-up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. DB's right up on the receivers. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab on the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Scanning the field, it's Matthews. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. From the gun on third down. Got his man quick. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll ride Davis here. Coming it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Into the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Matthews. He caught it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run in the red zone. He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Panthers want to move quickly. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Dropping back, it's Baptiste. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense gave them a free one on that one. It's now 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself on the draw. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Baptiste. Quickly to the tight end. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Pitt right back to the line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
That's reeled in. It's Ramirez. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to
catch inside the 30 and still running. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Quarterback got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Matthews. Fakes the grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
A And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man down the middle. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about.
Touchdown, North Carolina State! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. QB draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Wants to throw. It's Baptiste. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. Settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll move the tight end. Quarterback may change this route. The toss to the outside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
The give to Davis. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Going for it all. Hauls it in down the sideline. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, you make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Looking to throw, it's Baptiste. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Extending the play. On the run, fires downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Baptiste. Fires left. He makes a catch. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. He'll do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Coming out with it, it's Vincent. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They're setting up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Baptiste. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And when you're a quarterback, you have to sell pass. You have to get your eyes down the field, the ball in your hand like you're ready to throw the football. Now I quickly hand it to the running back. You could see it worked, and the running back did the rest. The defense was thinking pass all the way. What a nice game.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. To the air, it's Matthews. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. And the coverage team gets to return offense is back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Now the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Rides the back and leaves it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out fast. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Looking downfield, it's Baptiste. Throws to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages according to...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got it in the middle. It's Davis. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Back to throw, it's Matthews. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The inside handoff. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Panthers want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together, run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Snap from the gun on third down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina State. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Catch in the middle. It's Ramirez. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To throw, it's Baptiste. And they can't make the connection.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And back to the air on second down. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.